Um, I'm Laura Woodin. I'm one of the new elders. So the elders were like, hey, Laura, why don't you go first and tell everybody about the budget? Seems like a good idea, right? So if you're an elder here, will you stand up? I want to acknowledge you as well. And Scott's in the back. Some of you are a little hard to see right now. Seth was here, but he went out with the kids. Okay. We love you. I just wanted to convey that on behalf of the elders. Your team of elders love you very much. So if nobody told you that today or this week, I think you should hear that from me. I am one of the first people to get a little itchy when churches talk about money, right? Awkward. If you're here for the first time, you're probably looking for the exits. I want to tell you why we want to talk to you about money. It's because our ministries and our operating expenses are fully funded by our church family. And so you deserve some transparency and to know kind of what our budget is fueling here at the CLC. And if you're new, we don't want to trick you. We want you to know that this is a church that's very generous with time and talent and resource. I think John Allen, the new member, stole my headline news today, and that is that we are growing. I hope you feel that. There's an awful lot to be excited about. Our Sunday attendance on average has been about 410 people. We have new joiners to CLC on a regular basis. You just saw that. Baptisms, if you were here last week, you saw an amazing set of baptisms that just really set our hearts on fire. We have, if all of our youth from nursery through 5th grade were here on a Sunday, it would be 178 kids. So if they all came at once, we would be busting at the seams. And then our middle school and our high school ministry serves between 40 and 55 youth every Wednesday night, and we see some of them here again on Sundays. I volunteer on Wednesdays with the middle schoolers, and a cool thing that I see is that about half of them are not from families that attend CLC. So we really are reaching a great cross-section of young people. That's growing. We're growing in the number of people in our weekly Bible studies. That's so important when it comes to knowing Jesus and walking with him. And our Cal classes, so Wednesday night's a really sweet time to be together. We're seeing an increase in volunteers. We're rebuilding that since COVID. If you're a volunteer here at the CLC in any capacity, will you just take a quick second to stand? What you do is so important. So when we talk about generosity, it's also our time. Yeah, we're really thankful for you. We can use more, right? So if you aren't volunteering in a capacity today, we would love to have that conversation with you. We're seeing more missions opportunities. So our youth, our adults, we're out working hard in the community and going even abroad to serve. And a piece I'm super excited about is that when you look at our budget, the commitment to missions is growing this year from 3% of our giving to 10% of our giving, and we think that's the right thing to do. It's scary, but we think that's absolutely the right thing to do. So praise God for the growth. I also just want to take a second to thank the 15 people that we have on our staff here at the CLC. Some are full-time, some are part-time. But when you think about it, many of them have been with us through COVID, through a pastoral change. The elder team and our pastor are asking our staff to rebalance some of the time that they spend remotely versus here in the office or directly discipling people. And so that's a change for some of them to move away from a majority of remote working to more in-person working. And so we need to be thankful. We need to be appreciative. We should be encouraging our staff so that they feel like they have the best jobs in the world. So do take time to pray for our staff. Please encourage them. Don't be stingy about your kind words and compliments. Build them up because their jobs aren't easy, and they're the ones who are responsible for building our volunteer base and for helping us to carry out many of these programs and this growth. Okay, we'll go to the next slide. So with growing comes a growing budget. Our 2024 projected budget is $1.5 million. Again, our ministries and our operating expenses are fully funded by your generosity. This pie chart, you're going to hear more about this from other elders and from staff in future weeks. What we've tried to do is take the personnel costs, so our staff salary and benefits, and put it into the ministry areas that they're most aligned to. The piece that I get so excited about is the kids and youth ministry bucket. So I have a little guy in the nursery area, and then a child in second and a child in the middle school. And I need a church that partners with me and my husband to come alongside our kids, to teach them biblical values and to reinforce the values that we have. That's so important here, and our kids really are a focus here at the CLC, and we're so proud to invest in them because we know that's what we're called to do as believers. I send my kids to public school every Monday morning, and so it's all the more important to this mama heart that my kids are getting biblical teaching on Sunday morning and on Wednesday night. And so there are bright lights going into our local public school buildings, and they're seeing other children who attend here. And that's really cool that they see fellow believers in the hallways. We have great adults that attend here and that serve in our public schools as well. So that's something that gets me excited. When I think about middle school ministry, I love seeing our teens come in on Wednesday nights to the cow meal, and you can tell they sniff and it smells good, and they're kind of looking at the food, and they don't have $5 in their pockets. I rarely have $5 in my pocket. So we're like, come in, did you eat yet? Sit down, get some food, hang out with us, right? And we're making a real effort to notice them, make sure they're not eating alone, make sure they're having a conversation and they know that they're loved before they go up and feel the love from Nadine, our middle school director, and Christian, our high school ministry director. So I just wanted to share some of the heart for me around why I'm excited about what we're investing in and the growth that we're seeing. Let's go to the final slide. So we can grow as fast as you give. So far, our budget to date, that's small for me, $254,000. Our offerings are at $184,000, and our expenses at $230,000. So essentially, we have a little bit of ground to make up this year. As I said, we're going to delve deeper into the vision behind our budget, so you won't just have to hear from me. But every week on Fridays, we get a newsletter about what's happening at the CLC, and that does include an update on our giving and our expenses week by week. And if you have any questions anytime about anything, don't let them fester. Ask us. You can reach all the elders in one shot at that email address above. You'll also get a handout with all of this information on it when you leave today. But thank you. Thank you, and we love you, and we're excited about what God is doing. Praise God for growth at CLC. Not all of the churches across America can say that, and so God is up to something really good, and we're thankful for that.